What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got episode 6, House of the Dragon. We are officially past the halfway point of the season, and we got some shit that went down in the last episode. Now we've finally had some answers or some questions answered, but we got more questions raised. So let's talk about, first off, a toxic relationship. This whole Rhaenyra and Laenor thing, obviously you had a feeling it wasn't gonna exactly work out the way it was planned, but the fact that one, they're not in love with each other, and now two, you got her damn side piece taking out his main squeeze. And by the way, going back and seeing the episode and seeing his reaction to, like, he actually looked in the face of his boyfriend, and his reaction was ridiculous. That whole scene was ridiculous, and the fact that the very next scene he was looking into the face of Rhaenyra, he's not going to be able to get over that image quick. I don't know how much of a time jump we're going to get in this episode, but I'm looking forward to seeing what their dynamics like and how they're getting along in this relationship, or whatever situationship, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, another thing, Viserys dropped. He didn't drop dead, but he dropped at the end of the last episode. So I don't know what state he's going to be in. I take it he's not going to last much longer. He's either going to die in this episode or the beginning of the next episode, or we'll get a funeral in the beginning of next episode. But nonetheless, he's fucked up. And then you guys brought it up to me in the comment section. I didn't notice it in the midst of all the fuckery that was going on in that final scene. But Daemon just dipped out. He was gone. And based on, I don't know exactly where he went. But based on the things that they showed leading up to the moment, he had his little moment with Laena, I believe her name is, and then he bounced over to Rhaenyra for a brief moment before the fight broke out. So I take it Rhaenyra was saved by the son of the Hand of the King, and then I'm assuming he took Laena and went somewhere else. So I that's what I'm assuming. We'll see how that relationship pans out. And then we also have the Hand of the King, bringing him into the topic of discussion. My feelings keep going back and forth. I like him. I trust him at this moment. But there's one thing that's kind of been thrown into the pot that makes me question him a little bit. And that's his sons. I don't have their names down pat yet. But the one with the messed up foot and is always sneaking around. He's planting seeds in Alicent's head, kind of listening in on conversations he probably shouldn't be. And then you got his son, the Muscle, who he sent into the fight to actually save Rhaenyra at the end of last episode. But the fact that he has them at his beck and call, and I know they're doing, or at least the cripple one is doing things in the background. I wonder if he's giving those orders or if he's just doing it on his own. And the Hand of the King has no knowledge of this. So I don't know exactly who to trust. We'll just have to get into the episode and see what unfolds. But nonetheless, we're going to stop talking about it. We're going to get into this episode. Let's do it. We making love or somebody giving birth?
Keep breathing.
Who's this? Looks like Rhaenyra's mother.
And again.
Please, no more. Please, no more birth scenes. Traumatic birth scenes, please.
Kicking like a goat, princess.
Princess?
The queen has requested that the child be brought to her immediately.
Oh, wait, what? Am I missing something? What's going on?
I'll take it myself.
You should.
God damn, you just gave birth.
The afterbirth.
Yeah. What the hell is? Oh my. There's no death, but this is still traumatic. What the hell?
Yes.
Hold on.
Who the hell was that? Is this another time skip? Did we pass this much time? We got the new actors and actresses?
What could she possibly want?
Like right after you just gave
I
birth.
thought we were past this. Princess, Selena, it is a privilege
Oh,
to
okay.
watch for first
Laenor. Okay, new actors, actresses. I don't know how I feel about that because I liked previous Rhaenyra and Laenor, but hey. I guess it makes sense, but I'm just used to like shows making the actors, current actor and actresses, look older so they can still play the part, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. We'll see how they do. Oh, he's still the same. Okay, sir. And wait, he didn't get arrested, or I guess Allison protected him, but oh, she's playing Allison now. Okay, I saw her in the
resting after your labors.
bitch. I saw her in the trailer, and I'm a big fan of her actress, but I didn't know this is who she was playing.
What happy news this morning.
Oh damn!
Indeed, Your Grace.
Why he looks so short?
Where is my
His
grandson?
whole arm is almost gone.
A fine prince. Sturdy. You will make a fearsome knight.
Don't let him walk away with that baby. Last time we saw him, he passed out, hit the ground like a bag of bricks.
Be called Joffrey.
It's an unusual name for a Valerian.
Oh, that was Laenor's boyfriend's name, right?
You don't think to consult me before you name my
Look at that look from Christian.
He's our child, is he not?
Only one of us is bleeding.
Damn.
Look.
Mother, what? They got
An egg for the baby.
3 kids.
Lena and I thank you, Commander.
Oh, is that Lord of Law's son?
Joffrey, is it?
How much fucking time has passed?
A certain insolence runs in the family, I'm afraid.
Oh, Commander of the City Watch. That's Damon's old title, right? Whose dragon is this? Ooh, look at Allison's kids. They're all wearing green. Well, this is dope. Dragon training.
Can I say it?
Dracarys?
Dracarys.
There it is. Nice. Savage, but it's always cool to hear. Wait, did Allison's kids not get dragons or dragon eggs?
You're the only one of us without a dragon.
Okay.
So we found one for you.
They're playing a joke on him.
Be sure to mount her carefully. First flight's always rough.
He gonna kill y'all in your sleep. I feel like he's being a little too bold walking down here. Or will we get a Jon Snow moment? Okay, I remember that scene from the trailer.
That's 240.
Yes, it is.
Ew, what are you doing?
It has
Weirdo.
eye. No, I don't believe it can see.
Alright, here's our little Arya type character. A little tomboyish.
To have one child like that is a mistake. To have 3 is an insult. To the throne, to you. To House Velaryon and the match you battled so hard to make for her. Not to mention decency itself.
Oh yeah, wait. Those kids don't look like, they ain't got white hair and they don't look like Laenor. Oh, they're Christian's kids?
Just the most.
Oh shit, I just realized that. Oh my god. That's why Laenor gave him that
Silver
look back.
Stallion.
Shit.
How do you know it was him? Did you witness the act itself?
Do not speak of this again.
Damn. Fuck, I'm mad. I didn't realize that as soon as we saw the kids. I was like, 3 kids and none of them look like fucking Laenor.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless. A spider who stings and sucks her prey dry. Spoiled cunt.
Oh dang. Watch it. She's still a fucking princess. What? Is that Aegon? What the? Last time we saw somebody on this ledge, they jumped. It was Tommen. We ain't see this before. This remind me of Tyrion though, pissing over the city or over the edge of the veil.
We must defend our own. It was funny. Do you think Rhaenyra's sons will be your playthings forever?
You were way too comfortable talking to your son with his hand on his meat right now.
If Rhaenyra comes into power, your very life could be forfeit. Aemond's as well. She could move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon!
my goodness.
Simply by living and breathing!
Okay, I'm over it. I love her actress. I've always liked her in Bates Motel mostly, but I love her in this already. Caraxes. Oh, look at that damn dragon. That looks good. That looks good. Whose dragon is that? Ooh, okay, Lena. Hold on, does that damn dragon have dreads? What is that? Okay, so are they married now? I wonder if he's still got Mysaria on the side.
I would not count myself so deserving, my Lady Lena.
Are those his kids?
Your family has dragons. 3 now, mayhaps 4. In the future, my aim is to protect Pentos from the lustful eye of the Triarchy.
Your Excellence, we are travelers. We've already extended our visit here.
That look.
It's the most generous offer. And one we will certainly entertain.
He's got that ring on still. I don't know what it means, but they keep showing it up close, so.
We have a good life here. We're free to do as we please. We are without responsibility. The political scheming.
Oh, he's tired of it. He doesn't want to. He really trying to settle down. It's so obvious now that I actually realize it.
Soften your knees.
Those are his kids.
It's hardly a fair match. I know you've never seen true battle, sir, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect.
Fat. Damn. Get back up. Get back up, son.
Foul play. I'll deal
No,
with it.
no such thing as foul play.
Down the attack. Use your feet.
Damn. Was he talking to him? Or his
Don't
son?
let him get up. Enough! You dare put hands on me! They're gone.
Jesus.
Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin, or a brother, or a son.
Ooh. Oh my God. Wait, did I misinterpret? I thought it was weird that he was holding Joffrey and caring about him so much. Are they his kids, not Christians? God. Okay.
You have laid us open to accusations of an uglier treachery.
And what's treachery, is that?
You know.
Your intimacy with the Princess Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death.
So they are his kid. We didn't see any hints of this in the last few episodes. That's why I didn't suspect it.
You'll feel better in a day or two when the milk dries up.
Is that Laenor singing? Why the hell is he so happy? Is he just... I don't think he's oblivious. He knows about it, but... Who's his side piece now? Or is he drunk? Drunk. Okay. Toxic, like I said.
Vile, disgusting insinuation.
Insinuations, are they?
That's right.
They are our son, and their true father will not abandon them now to go carousing through the narrow sea, waggling his sword and winking at his sailors.
I am a knight, the wise sailor.
She makes a point.
Flees the storm as it gathers.
Good quote. Good quote. It also kind of makes you a coward, though.
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years old. And now
You
I
really
ride
had to wait.
Vhagar, the largest in the world.
Ooh, that's Vhagar.
You spend your time here, in the library, reading accounts of the same dead dragon lords whose legacy you claim has no hold on you.
Didn't know I was being so minutely observed.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I with you haunting my every move?
Damn, I was about to say, I kind of like him being in this space and kind of at peace, but maybe he isn't as happy as I thought he might.
Wait.
No.
I wish to speak.
She gonna talk about her situation.
I have felt
I love the stalemate between those two.
strife between our families of late, my queen. My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. If Syrax brings forth another clutch of eggs, your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them. A symbol of our goodwill.
Amen. Bribe him with the damn dragon, huh?
Rhaenyra.
Bleeding? Oh, lactating.
The king and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly. You must rest now, husband.
Let us put aside these childish quarrels. Join hands and be stronger for
Of course you're for it. You benefit.
You may do. When I am cold in my grave.
Alice.
That's fucked up. She know he can't keep up with her. Walking that damn fast.
Young Harwin's outburst was unfortunate, it's true. But he's been expelled from the City Watch. That seems punishment enough.
Forgive me, Your Grace, it is not.
Damn, he's looking for more punishment? Trying to distance himself from?
But there is a shadow over my house, and it grows ever darker. I can no longer serve you with integrity.
What is this shadow?
He's not gonna resign, is he?
You will continue in your service to the crown.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal. He is my heir, and will be Lord of Harren's castle one day. It is time he assumed his duties there.
What the hell is she smiling like that? Uh-oh, is Viserys and... The handmaid.
I took the liberty of beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold.
You did wisely, Lord Laris.
What the hell is going on with all these cross relationships? What?
With my father?
He attempted to resign his post.
Not thought as much. His honour's always been a millstone about his esteemed neck.
Okay, so he's not taking orders from his father. He's working on his own, right?
My father cannot give unbiased counsel to the king.
Oh, damn, he's stabbing his dad in the back. He's working on his own. Lord of Whisper is out here. I thought that was the auto at first. I don't know who that was.
What a collection of heroes I have before me. A murderer, a deviant, a traitor to the crown. For your crimes, you've been sentenced to death by hanging.
What are you going to use them for?
I am prepared to offer you mercy.
To kill his brother?
If you're prepared to pay a little price.
Oh, no, no, no! These little birdies, he's gonna have them do his bidding, but they can't talk about it because they don't have fucking tongues.
Must push now, my lady.
Jesus, these damn at-home births ain't no joke. Alright, so they got 4 kids now. Allison has 2. Rhaenyra has 3.
Child will not come.
Oh no, are you gonna have to cut her open? Are they gonna do it again?
We could lay open the womb. Try to remove the infant by way of the blade.
Is time repeating itself?
Would the mother survive it?
Oh no, this is the same exact discussion. No, don't do it. Please make the opposite decision as Viserys, please. He's gonna do it because she's been asking too many questions and pressuring him. Oh! He won't do it, right? She tried to kill herself. Oh no. He's gonna do it. Oh, that's another moment where I kind of would have put Daemon on the bad side. This is what we talked about his coin being flipped and he hasn't landed on good or evil. She made the decision for him, so he didn't have to.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Won't that be fun?
Is Harwin strong with my father? Am I a bastard?
Damn, serious question from such a little kid, but I guess you grow up fast.
You are a Targaryen.
Just not Valerian.
I have been undermined and made a spectacle. They whisper about me in the corridor as well. I leave them to it.
Are they going back
to Dragonstone?
To Dragonstone.
I should have left years ago.
Dragonstone? Okay.
The wise sailor flees the storms it gathers.
She listened to him.
Bring him. We'll need every sword we can muster.
Okay. I thought she was going to try and flex on him and play that power card like I said, but okay, I'm glad she heeded his warning. Oh shit. Oh shit. What are they about to do? Are they just gonna kill him? Oh, they lit this bitch on fire? Oh my. Damn. I was wondering how they were gonna do it because I didn't think they could go hand for hand or up against them in combat. So the sneaky way seems like it'll be their go-to tactic. There's that rat again. That's the same one that was drinking the blood in the last episode, right?
You will persist forever in some form or another, as if they would keep you from the dust.
Jesus. Is that Laris talking in the background?
Love is a downfall. You've heard the stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace. It's built in hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness.
Oh no, she's starting to get scared of him like she should have been when that first conversation.
I assume you will write to your father now?
Laris, I did not wish for this.
In an obscure way you did.
You will reward me when the time is right.
This dude is treacherous, but I like him. He adds a lot to the show. Oh, great episode, good ending. I love that episode, actually. I love it. All right, I'm gonna watch through these credits. And then I'll be back in a second for the post-episode discussion. Okay, so another phenomenal episode. This one was like full of all the plot twists. I felt like we were going back and forth. Maybe I was just lost because we started off. I'm gonna get into this timeline right away, but this episode here, like I said, I loved it. I don't know if it's my favorite. Maybe it's my second favorite after episode 5, maybe third. After episode 1 was really good too. Second or third, this would be my second or third favorite episode, but very good nonetheless. Now, getting into this, the only drawback I really see to this, and let me know if you guys feel the same way. I don't know how the books went exactly, if it went at this same pacing. I feel reluctant to reprimand pacing once again with Game of Thrones, but the only thing I see as a possible decline or issue could be the fact that now I can get used to us having new actors because they did a great job in their roles for the characters we already came to know a little bit, and with the time skip it makes sense, but with us skipping so far ahead 10 years, and we're already focusing on the children of these main characters. Like, I thought this was going to be mainly, I guess it's House of the Dragon, so mainly it's a story of the Targaryens and Valerians, but so it makes sense that we're going over the span of the family tree. But going into this, I initially thought it was going to be the Rhaenyra, Viserys, and even Rhaenys story, or Corlys, and our main characters that we got like in the first episode. So I wonder if it'll be a issue for you guys or for me that we're jumping ahead and being introduced to new characters so quickly. Because it's definitely taking a different approach from Game of Thrones. I still like it. I'm still enjoying it. Like I said, this was a great episode, and I'm still having a great time watching it. But I wonder if down the line, I'll wish or hope that we took it a little bit slower. We'll see how this story plays out. But nonetheless, great episode. Let's scroll through this timeline. Now, like I said, it took me a minute to adjust. I didn't know what the hell was going on because I didn't know. Like I said, I only watched one trailer, and all the characters from the first half of the season in this episode were in that trailer. So I assumed that they were all characters we were going to see over the course of the season at the same time. I didn't know we were going to have just a set group of actors in the first half and then change over immediately for the second half. So that was a little bit jarring getting into. It took me a minute to catch my bearing. That was kind of like the first plot twist. And like I said, this relationship between Rhaenyra and Laenor is toxic as hell. Is not going to get any better. Should I say that? Maybe it's not fair to. We heard Laenor speak on the fact that he had been holding in his emotions kind of for 10 years long, and it was starting to weigh on him. He was starting to drink, and then they had the little discussion. And he had the quote, what was it? Wise men tend to leave the storm before, or something like that. You guys know what I mean, but, yeah, great quote. And in that moment, I feel like they may have connected a little bit. And again, later in the episode when they decided to actually leave for Dragonstone. So, that was a big deal for the episode. That was a good scene. They had some good dialogue. And I'm already warming up to their actors and characters, mainly because I'm being forced to, but I do like them already. Christian, he was another kind of a plot twist for me, because I wasn't exactly sure how his fate would turn out in this episode or going forward. I thought he might be locked up, potentially in that cell with all those murderers and people that we saw Laird take at the end of the episode. That would have been interesting if he would have been in there and Laird would have came to call on him to do his bidding for him. That would have been awesome, but a little bit of a different approach. Now it's cool, and I do like the way they did it too, because it adds to the plot twist a little bit. We had Christian with his love. Maybe it's a little bit spiteful too, but his love for Rhaenyra kind of switching over, and he's jumping over to not the defense, but the he's kind of transferred his vows over to Alicent. and started doing her bidding, or starting to kind of be her champion. They've got a bit of a relationship. She's the one who kind of saved him from taking himself out after what he did to Joffrey. So that was interesting. But yeah, I do like what they did with his character. I'm just looking forward to seeing how things go forward. He's a little bit of an antagonizer. He's definitely a little bit spiteful. We saw him attack Joffrey brutally in last episode, and then you see him egg on Harwin in this episode, and it worked. But he's a little bit more sneaky than maybe I don't know if I'd go as far as saying that he's not honorable, but he's not the goody two shoes that I feel I thought he was. And Rhaenyra played a part in that too. She kind of turned him into a bad boy, if you want to call it that. Joffrey, the kids, the fact that Laenor, I guess maybe that's another gift from Rhaenyra, him being able to name the child, even though this is their third child, letting him name him Joffrey after his late boyfriend, or whatever you want to call him, was kind of maybe like a peace treaty type of thing between the two of them, with all the turmoil they've had in their relationship. She did that for him, or allowed him to do that. That was interesting. But the main plot to this scene here, this is kind of what sold it for me. Not sold it, but caused my initial assumptions. This whole scene, not only the fact that the kids' hair was dark, but this is what made me start questioning what was going on. This little look back, and that's what planted the seed of possibly him being the father of these kids. And then we go here, and I still thought we got the black hair, but now that I'm looking at it, it's actually like a brownish, and it's curly. And this whole thing, like this scene, I noticed it when it was going on, but I didn't put two and two together. You guys will have to let me know if you did right away, but it took me a minute, because he seemed so intrigued, and she was like, let him hold the baby. I was like, it seems like you're kind of overstepping your bounds. Why are you so close and near and dear to these children? But for whatever reason, I didn't put it together, because I was so dead set on Christian, I guess, being the child. Mainly, it's probably because I knew that they had already slept together, even if in the timeline that was, and it's kind of close. So she might have, I don't know when exactly this happened, but we didn't see this budding relationship go on. This happened in the background, so a little bit sneaky. That the writers kind of cheated by leading us in another direction. If you didn't get it right away like me, the writers cheated. I'm putting that on them. But nonetheless, still a good plot twist. Harwin, I actually kind of like his character. I thought he was going to play a more prominent role. Actually, you know what? This is what was, I want to go back to episode 1 in the initial sequence when they're talking about Jaehaerys. I think they also mentioned his sons, 2 sons, one a warrior, and I don't know, was one a cripple, or was one like just weaker and more feeble, or not as aggressive, something like that. But 2 sons, I believe the warrior, the strong one, ended up dying, and the lesser one stayed alive. I don't know exactly what happened to them. Were those the children of Jaehaerys? You'll have to let me know. Did they talk about that in that opening sequence, or have I heard that somewhere else? You guys will have to fill me in, as long as that it's not a spoiler. If it is a spoiler, just let my thoughts wander and go out on a tangent as they may. But I know I've heard something similar to that. Their dynamic before. So I guess I'll see as time goes on. Aegon, we got the scene with the kids. Now I don't have all their names down. I got Aegon and Aemond, and I'm not sure about all Rhaenyra's kids' names, except for Joffrey. But this scene with the little dragon training, we got Aemond, once a dragon, They're kind of teasing him right now. He's gonna come back to, I don't know, seek some type of revenge, or maybe, I don't know. Could he possibly inherit Vagar? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. This little asshole right here, Aegon. I'm not gonna like him. I don't know who to liken him to or compare him to. But he's full of himself. He's gonna be one of those people who gets himself into trouble, or gets himself killed at a young age for doing some stupid stuff. I feel like, so we'll see as that goes on. Who was this dragon in the dungeon that he went to? This wasn't. I don't know who this is. I don't know. I can't freeze frame on that. Interesting girl here, tomboy. I don't know exactly what role she's going to play. Again, next episode, she might be 20 years old with the way these time jumps are going. So we'll have to just wait and see how that plays out. Obviously, she's putting the pressure on him. Alicent and Rhaenyra are still kind of at odds, not exactly seeing eye to eye. And she's calling on him to kind of call her on her bullshit and stop letting her get away from things or with things. And this is typical of like someone in power, or like a king, I guess you could say, but she's not queen yet, so it's not exactly it's still frowned upon, but it's not exactly acceptable. But Alicent is calling for her to be at least reprimanded or punished for her actions, or at least Harwin for that matter. So this was a great scene. Let's keep going forward. I like this scene too. Their discussion, it's funny because I don't know, their dynamic is interesting, but also hers, and she's got a lot of players on her side. And this speaks back to Otto. I'll be excited to see how it happens if Otto comes back into fold. Now that Lionel's gone and Harwin's gone, Larys is the only one of that family left, or at least of that trio. But with Alicent kind of building her roster, I'm looking to see how things align. She's got Christian on her side. She's got and she's got Larys on her side, and it's funny because this is exactly what Otto spoke to. You have to train Aegon to be the leader, or either beg for Rhaenyra's mercy. And the way she's making moves right now, I know it wasn't all by her doing. There was a lot of things that fell into place, but they kind of ended up chasing Rhaenyra out. She's going to Dragonstone with Laenor. Whether she gains power when she goes there and is able to make other allies, we'll see as these episodes go on. But the way that things are unfolding for these characters, I feel like it's warranted, and it's being done pretty well. Now Daemon, I don't know how to feel. So many unique scenes with him. Specifically with us talking about it in the comment section. I think Imagination Realm, it might have been you. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken who I discussed this with, but a couple of you mentioned it. You mentioned a quote which I mentioned, I think, in my episode 2 reaction, but the fact that George R.R. Martin said his characters, like, they flipped a coin between good and evil, and it didn't land on either side. It just landed on like its nose, whatever you want to call it, the side of the coin, and didn't pick good or bad. So and he's had a lot of moments to kind of dictate that. Not only this one where he didn't, with her birth was reminiscent of Emma 100%. And it's funny that this is the first episode of the second half of the season, and it's reminiscent of the first episode of the series a little bit. But she went out in a completely different way, but it could have went differently if Daemon would have said yes, try to take the baby out or extract it. But Daemon, he's had the moment, this moment in particular, and then he also had the moment where it was said that he said the heir for the day. And then there was also one more moment where I forget exactly which one it was, but he's been on the hot seat for something, and then they call him out for it. and then he'll acknowledge it, but he won't exactly give a true answer to exactly what happened. So you can't fully judge him on the situation. And I feel like that's a similar situation here, but he just didn't have to make the decision. Lena ended up just committing suicide by Dracarys, which was crazy to me. I wasn't expecting that. We'll have to wait and see. We only saw her for one episode. This new actor at least, and then the kids. I wonder what's going to happen with them. We heard mention of briefly that he ignores the kids, so they don't have a great relationship. And we saw at the end when they were on the rooftop, he tried consoling them and talking to them, but they were just kind of, they didn't want to really have any part in it. And he just walked away. So I'm curious to see whether they return to Westeros, what that dynamic will be like. I have no clue. I think he was leaning towards staying and taking the offer. He might still very well do that, but I wonder if his ambitions change at all due to what just happened to Lena. I don't know. Like I said, I thought he was happy, then I thought he wasn't, and then I wasn't sure. So I don't know if he's happy in this life, really loved Lena or what. But we'll wait and see how that plays out. I can't believe Lionel's gone. I'm pretty sure he burned down in there. I guess, and I quite the episode kind of answered a lot of my questions that I had in the intro. I wondered if his sons were doing things by Lionel's bidding, but it turns out they were working on their own, doing their own thing, had their own motives. Larys and most, but yeah, they're doing their own thing, and he was just a casualty of war, pretty much. So I feel sorry for Loras. I was right in putting my trust in him, and he got bit in the butt. Nice guys finish last, I guess. This is the scene with Laenor and Rhaenyra that I was talking about in his good quote. And it shocked me towards the end when she actually agreed with him with the quote and actually got out of Dodge and went to Dragonstone. So I guess that speaks to the growth in this 10 years that we didn't get to see. It speaks to the growth of her character a little bit, and the fact that whereas I thought or kind of questioned her to be young, immature, hot-headed, and not so calculated, even though she was still smart, she was very abrupt in some of her decision making, and a lot of it was emotional rather than logical. I feel like she really thought this one through a little bit, and made the right move. We'll just have to see, or made the right move for the moment. We'll see how it plays out, though. I didn't even think about this. Even though Damon's where he is, I forget exactly where the location he's at, but with Rhaenyra going to Dragonstone, I don't know where Mysaria is. Will Daemon try to relocate back to Dragonstone now? Will they cross paths again? I don't know. Let's see. The Barbs, and we had an offer from Rhaenyra to Alicent. This was another part of the reason why she ended up going back to Dragonstone. Alicent shot that shit down quick in a hurry. But I think the main thing here is with Lionel dying, he tried to resign his position, but is Otto going to come back? I don't know how that works. With him being fired as the Hand of the King, I don't know if he can. I guess Viserys is the king, so he can do whatever he wants. And by the way, Viserys made it through this whole episode. I wasn't expecting it. So I don't know when he's going to collapse. Or it'd be a surprise if he made it the whole season. I don't think that'll happen. Maybe he has to... Would Larys dare take out Viserys, the king? Not on Alicent's behalf, but misinterpret her wishes like he did in this episode and take out the king, and that's how we get Otto back in the fold. I think that's a little bold to think, but I don't know what the lengths Larys is willing to go to for Alicent and whatever other motives he may have. He's already got, I don't know what's up with the beetle. It's probably got some metaphoric meaning related to like his condition. And then Varys kind of had the same thing back in Game of Thrones. He had his little calling card, but he's got the beetle, and he's already got little pins and sigils for all his little beetles doing his bidding. So he came prepared, and he knows he has a plan. He knows exactly what he's doing. So this has been in the works, and Alicent is just kind of like the vessel that is giving him the go ahead to do it. This is the main connection he needed. I don't know if his goal was always to hitch a ride to Alicent, or if he was just trying to hitch a ride to somebody in power. The fact that obviously he's a villain, the fact that he took out his brother and his father in one fell swoop in the same episode, but says that in itself. So how that plays out, I don't know. But Larys is going to be a player probably for this whole series. We'll see exactly how that goes. How prominent these little beetle assassins are going to be, I don't know. Will Otto come back in next episode? We'll probably see from him. I don't know if he'll be the hand, and I don't know if Viserys will die in this next episode. So nonetheless, great episode. Let me know how you guys rank this one in comparison to the first 5 episodes, and on a scale of 1 to 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this one, not because a whole bunch of craziness happened necessarily, but the plot twist I really enjoyed in this one because it kept me on my toes. And I also really enjoy Larys. Now, he's been intriguing ever since the first scene we've seen him, but to see his plan being kind of molded in front of our eyes, and it gets a little extra credit for me too, the fact that his plan is being molded. I appreciate it this much, even with all the time skips we've had. So I'm enjoying his character. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Let me know who your favorite character is and who you're looking forward to seeing develop more into the finale. And I'll catch you in the next one. Every Monday, I'm uploading these. I'll react to them Sunday night, edit them throughout the night, and then get it out to you on Monday. So I hope you guys appreciate these. Hit the like button, share button if you can. And if you're new to the family, welcome. Introduce yourself down in the comment section. I'll chop it up with you later. This was a long one and a good one. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.